Welcome to Dogecoin news today, and today's video is actually going to be focusing on the latest news from Dogecoin. Doge, of course. I have done a review of Doge as well, and I'm sure you have heard of Doge. Everyone heard of Doge, right? If you've been in the crypto space and you haven't heard of Doge, something's very strange because it's ranking 4th on CoinMarketCap, and Elon Musk has been hyping Doge since the start of the year. So that's why it's been doing so well. And aside from that, there are some utilities. What started off as a meme now became a real utility. And I think there's going to be more and more utilities with Dogecoin. Do I hold any? No, I don't. But I will be talking about the news to see what could we potentially see and how much more fuel does it have, because it's already at 80 billion market cap, and that is a lot, right? Could it go to 100 billion? Sure. Could it go to 200 billion? Sure. Could it go much higher? I don't know. It all depends on the utility, but we have to remember that the supply is not capped, right? It's a proof of work, right? It is a proof of work. It's mineable, as you can see here in the tags. So it's constantly being generated, right? But if it has a proper utility in the world, and if more and more companies are going to accept it for various things as a method of payment, then we could potentially see Doge go much, much higher, which is really, really odd, right? Because I would never, ever buy at this price now. But if you see this at $5 in the future, you'll be thinking, well, why didn't I buy at 60 cents, right? But you have to think of the downside. What if it doesn't get used as a utility? How long is the way down? And you can see here in this graph, it's humongous, right? I mean, at the end of last year, it was trading at 0.002 cents, as you can see here, which is horrible, right? Sorry, $0.002, right? So that's 0.2 cents. And it went to 0.3 and then 0.4 and then it got to 1 cent on the 6th of January 2021. So even then you would have been doing 60x if you would have invested then and held till now, right? Which is absolutely amazing. But let's talk about the news here. Dogecoin almost hit 70 cents. What's behind the latest surge? Okay, and basically crypto traders fantasized about Dogecoin hitting 10 cents on Wednesday, and then it made it to 69 cents. So it started as a joke cryptocurrency, but this week's rise in price is nothing to laugh at, right? The altcoin hit a record 69 cents on Wednesday morning, flying past its previous high of 43 cents back in April. It has since made its way down to around 55 cents. Even if Dogecoin is only briefly over 60 cents, it's still a new milestone in Dogecoin's miraculous 2021. Back in January, when each token was worth around 1 cent, Doge devotees had dreams of the coin hitting 10 cents in value, and there we go. Of course it happened, right? 6x from that. Now the price of Dogecoin started ticking up over the weekend, and Tesla CEO Elon Musk is Doge's highest profile supporter, and his tweets related to the cryptocurrency tend to lead to a jump in its value. Musk posted a tweet last week that referenced the Doge father and his upcoming hosting gig on Saturday Night Live, which was on the 8th of May. So yeah, Elon Musk is very bullish on Doge, as you know. And I do think that Elon Musk is just taking a piss. I think he's just making jokes on Twitter and people are just taking it too seriously, right? Because he's got that humongous following all around the world. Like grandparents are asking you about Doge. That's how desperate this has become, right? What's one of the bullish news that we've got with Doge here? We're going to talk about 2 other pieces of articles that we've got, but this one is probably the most important one. Oakland A's, right? So they're basically accepting tickets paid in Doge at the ballpark, which was the Blue Jays roll into town. 2-seat pods in the Plaza infield are available for 100 Dogecoin for the series. Atheltics.com/tickets, as you can see here. So that's $60 for the seats. And this has got a lot of tweets, like as you can see here, 11,900 likes and 5,800 retweets. So it's a lot of retweets here, a lot of comments as well. And if you open up here and look at their Twitter page to see who these guys are, this is the official Twitter page of the 9-time World Series champion Athletics. Okay, they've got more than 500,000 followers. So if they're starting to accept Doge, just imagine what's to come, right? So yeah, of course there's potential, it could go higher, but I'm not going to take any risk personally. I'd rather get wrecked in a Polkadot Eco token than take my chances with Dogecoin, right? Of course, I may be an idiot for getting wrecked in that Polkadot Eco token, but I do think it has better fundamentals and more potential to the upside. I think Doge is gone right now. Sure, it could go higher, but it's an absolute gamble. It's like trying to flip a coin and think, okay, maybe it could go up, maybe it could go down, and I'm not going to take that risk when I could take that risk with something that has potential to go up because of its use case and technical fundamentals. Now let's see what CNBC is saying. Well, Dogecoin's rally is a middle finger to the financial system, says crypto bull Mike Novogratz. Okay, so he says that this can be seen as a kind of to the traditional financial system. Longtime crypto bull Mike Novogratz told CNBC on Wednesday. Novogratz spoke after the price of Dogecoin surged again early Wednesday, and the cryptocurrency initially started as a joke in 2013. It had been approaching 70 cents per token before giving up some of its gains later on Wednesday to trade around 60 cents a piece. Dogecoin remains up nearly 13,000% year to date with a market cap of roughly 78 billion. So what is he saying? Well, when you think about the whole spirit of what this crypto revolution is, there's something pure in what Dogecoin has done, says Novogratz, the founder and CEO of Galaxy Digital. It's a little bit of a, you know what, to the system. People are unhappy with the current financial system. They just are. Novogratz repeated his concern about the sustainability of Dogecoin's rise, believing it lacks the same sophistication as Bitcoin, which is the largest cryptocurrency by market value. But the billionaire investor also said of Dogecoin that it would be very dangerous to be short. I'll tell you that much, right? Of course, because it could just go higher. But he's not participating on the long side either, right? He thinks it's dangerous because once the enthusiasm dies, if it dies, you could have a long way down. And this is exactly my concern too, because we looked at that chart. It's absolutely amazing, right? Look at this. Look at this. No pullback whatsoever. Well, we had a bit of a pullback here, right? But aside from that, it's just like on a massive run. So remember Bitcoin in 2017 on the 18th of January in 2018, then it got to the peak and then it started crashing. I think this is what we could potentially see with Dogecoin, unless there would be more utility and it's going to start trading sideways from here, right? That's also a possibility. Now, Dogecoin began the year worth fractions of a penny. Its speculative ascent began in earnest in late January. Around the same time, the Reddit-fueled trading frenzy in GameStop and other so-called meme stocks took off. Dogecoin's spike higher this week is happening in advance of Elon Musk's scheduled appearance to host NBC's Saturday Night Live. The billionaire Tesla and SpaceX CEO has frequently mentioned Dogecoin on Twitter in recent months, boosting the cryptocurrency's popularity and price. So again, that's the thing with Elon Musk. He's just making jokes about Dogecoin. He said he bought some just because he didn't want people to think that he's just pumping it as a joke. He actually owns some. But even though he owns some, to him it doesn't matter because the guy's got a lot of money, right? So yeah, let's talk about the last piece of news here. So Dogecoin started as a joke. Now it's too important to laugh off. So that's absolutely right here, right? We're not going to talk about this price here because we already know about that. But let's talk about it here. So Dogecoin was started as a joke in 2013, a way to poke fun at some of the wild speculation in cryptocurrencies. Unlike Bitcoin, its supply isn't capped, so it doesn't really make sense as an inflation hedge. And while online retailer Newegg and a few other businesses now let people pay with Dogecoin, it isn't gaining the kind of mainstream acceptance that Bitcoin has enjoyed this year. But what Dogecoin does have is substantial community, probably well into the millions now. Trading has been so hot that it has caused outages on platforms like Robinhood. With current trends in investing, that alone is meaningful. It makes little difference to that the community rallies together around ridiculous observances like Doge Day, which occurs on April 20th, or 420, also a holiday for fans of marijuana. Right, so the social aspect of crypto is meaningful, wrote Matt Hogan, the chief investment officer of Bitwise Asset Management, in an email to Barron's. Despite the silliness of Dogecoin, it does demonstrate the social nature of cryptocurrencies. Cryptocurrencies are the first money that is native to the internet, and it is not surprising that some of the common features of the internet are part of its story, including online communities, viral growth, etc. Large online communities are valuable because they can form the basis of new markets and may even provide the customers for those markets. Dogecoin has been used to tip people to make fun internet memes, for instance. While that use case might seem essentially meaningless in the offline world, it's a social activity that a large group of people now enjoy. Investors who came of age before the rise of the internet communities may consider online assets to be worthless. Of course, we've seen that, right? People who grew up spending real money to buy a video game sword are more comfortable with the concept, right? So yeah, that's how it is with Dogecoin. I just wanted to share this information, these news with you. I know that I normally do Polka.eco updates, and I will be doing them. I think I'm going to be doing one tomorrow, but I just wanted to cover this because it's absolutely amazing how Dogecoin is just making the news so much, right? I mean, it deserves a dedicated chapter if you think about it in that cryptocurrency history, right, together with Bitcoin. It's amazing. Nobody expected it, right? I know people that have been talking to me about Dogecoin around 2018 and 2019, and they were hyped about it. They were telling me, look, I have invested something in Doge. I don't know if they're still holding. They probably quit their job now if they're still holding, right? Because they likely invested a couple of thousands, which is now worth a lot because it's gone over 100x. But yeah, it is what it is, right? It's not the end of the world. So yeah, I'm going to stick to Polka.eco personally, and I'm also looking into Solana, as you probably were aware, because I have done a review of Solana. I have seen what their ecosystem is like, and I'm going to try and cover some of the projects building on Solana too. But Polka.eco is the one that's belonging to this channel at the moment, and that's where the focus is going to be on. So thank you very much for watching this, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.